And welcome everyone to round 3 of IOR Season 4 today for the Abu Dhabi Grand Prix. And as you can see today, well, the numbers have reduced a bit from compared to the two first rounds of this championship. We have 14 drivers today. And well, let's hope it's the only race of the season this happened. Still is a decent grid, I have to say, almost 3/4 of the grid. By the way, the usual top guys, Rick Gambis, Slippery Cucumber, are not racing today, so I think we'll have a really open race today at Abu Dhabi. We have some drivers already coming out of the pit lane. We have IOR Will, who is going to be the first driver to set a lap today on the medium compound of tires, going to do his test lap, or maybe with the number of drivers we have, he's going to manage to qualify in the top 10 with those medium compound of tires. Also have to say we have been doing full qualifying through all the season to the first two races, but today, as we only have 14 people, it's no point doing full qualifying, so we just have to do the usual short qualifying. Going on board with IOR Will, who's about to start his flying lap. Coming into turn 1. He's gonna try and take the inside curve. He's gonna go a bit by the outside, managing not to invalidate his lap. Is he gonna take the curve for the next corner? No, he won't. He's gonna avoid the curve in that really fast corner. Now he's gonna brake into the 50-meter board, coming into the curve this time. Yes, taking it nice and clean. Gonna go all the way by the outside to get a bare exit out of the corner. Following IOR Will, who has also changed his number into 28. He's gonna try and break the latest, but as well using both curves of the two corners out of the chicane. Going all the way by the inside. Almost going over the blue line. Now he's gonna go in all the way by the outside. He's gonna do a purple sector. Of course, the only driver doing a lap yet. The first driver of the field. Of course, his time is going to be defeated by some other guys on the soft compound of tires. He needs to keep it clean in this braking point. It's a very tricky one. He does so. Now not taking the curves by the inside. He is going to do by the outside. And now coming into the final couple of corners and into last one, into fourth gear, getting out of the exit of the corner. And he's gonna do a 35.8, which I think is not a bad lap time on the medium tires. You can see Don is done a 35.8 as well, but he's 18 thousandths lower than IOR Will, so you can see the pace of these two is really close. Magnum Air Gelato now comes on the soft compound of tire. Of course, should be faster than the two drivers on the medium tires. Tune 2 resets a 136.7 on the soft tires. Not a good lap for him. Jansu as well is making his debut in IOR. And no, Magnum also not able to do a good lap on the soft tires, only a 36.0. Will and Dundee dominating right now and on the medium compound of tire. Now Bialo comes into the line, and no, he's about to start his flying lap, I'm sorry. On the soft compound of tires. Have Thales, who is now in the middle of his lap, just coming out of the... And LBA Checos, what a lap by him. 5/10 quicker than IOR Will on the same compound of tire. Checos is flying today at the moment. Look at that, at 35.3 on the mediums. The same compound of tire, Dundee and Will did their lap. And LBA Checos is 5/10 faster than them. Joseph Bettley now has set a lap on the soft compound of tires. And again, not able to match the time of the top 3 on the medium tires. Going on board with Thales, who is going to try and set a lap on the soft tires. And is he going to complete it? Yes, he will. How fast is he going to be compared to the top 3? He is going to do a 35.0. Not the best lap time, of course, because LBA Checos on the mediums is only 3 tenths lower than him. Now we are gonna go on board with Vialo, who is as well finishing his flying lap. He's gonna take the outside and the inside, going into third gear, cutting the corner completely and, well, taking the bollard off. What time is he gonna do is a 35.7, just a bit faster than IOR will on the medium tires. So as well, Vialo not showing the best pace today, 7 tenths behind Thales on the same compound of tire. Now Dundee has changed to the soft set of tires for his next flying lap, and here we are on board with our championship leader Janne, 55 points, 1 point ahead of Rick Gambe, who is not able to race today. He's gonna do a 57.7 in sector 2 with the soft compound of tires. And now Janne, our championship leader, is gonna come into the line and is gonna set a 35.4, 3 tenths faster than Vialo, 4 tenths lower than Thales though. And well, LBA Checos now is gonna switch into the soft compound of tires. Now gonna go seriously for his next lap. Seems to be the faster man at the moment, at least. We'll find out in a couple of minutes. We as well have to say Bossman is, well, making his debut in IOR for the Aston Martin team as a reserve driver. He and Jansu are making their first race in IOR, so welcome to the league, guys, and hope you enjoyed this first drive, this time around the Abu Dhabi circuit. No driver seems to be in a flying lap right now. Callas has invalidated. Stanley is in a flying lap. His teammate Slippery Cucumber unable to make it to the race again by a different reason than last time. Last time was he just fell asleep. That's definitely costing him a lot of points in this championship. Still with 10 races to go, but he has now a lot of work to do for the next couple of races. On board with Stanley now, who is gonna come into the end of sector 2 and is gonna do a 58.5. Coming into the line, Stanley is gonna do a 36.6 on the soft tires. Only P9 for Stanley. And well, Thales at the moment is dominating this qualifying. Well, no, I'm gonna correct myself. He is leading this qualifying session, but LBA Checos on the medium tires, only 3 tenths lower than him on second place. So I would say it's LBA Checos domination by now, but still he needs that P1, and he is gonna go for it now on the soft compound of tires. Vialo is going on an outlap right now. IOR will is also switched into the soft tires, so no one is really gonna try and do the medium strategy, trying to start the race with the medium tires. Here goes Dundee, who is gonna set his first lap on the soft tires. He's 8 tenths behind his teammate Thales, on P1 with different compound of tires. Now the question is, how close will he be to his teammate on the same compound of tires? Coming into the line comes Dundee, and he is gonna do into P2, 1/10 behind his teammate. It's Red Bull 1-2 by now, but LBA Czechos will have something to say about that in just a couple of moments when he starts his new flying lap on these soft tires. IOR has just started his flying lap. He has a Red Bull ahead of him. I think that's possibly Dundee who is gonna leave the room for him, but no, IOR has invalidated his lap. No, he has backed off already. On board with Joseph Vesely, who is now gonna try and set a new flying lap on these soft tires. He's really close to losing the car there. But managed to control it, and coming into the line, the Ferrari of LBA Czechos is about to start his flying lap as well. Here comes Joseph Vesely, and is gonna do into P5, a 35.6, a really good time there by Vesely compared to the previous one. Here is LBA Czechos starting his flying lap. Wants to defeat Thales on those fresh soft tires, 1/10 faster already in Sector 1. Still not enough to put himself ahead of Thales, but Thales now, what a lap by him, 34.5. That is 6/10 faster than his teammate Dundee. Now let's see how LBA Czechos responds to that. Was only improving 1/10 in Sector 1. Now let's see in Sector 2 how much tenth can he improve from his lap on the medium tires. I think it might well be a race between these two. LBA Czechos now is gonna do 3/10 faster in Sector 2, 4/10 faster almost. He is still gonna be behind the Thales, but we still have this final sector to go. Might be a 1 versus 1 race between Thales and LBA Czechos as it's going now. They have demonstrated have way much more pace than everyone else here, at least at the moment. Here comes LBA Czechos into the really slow section of the track. That's Sector 3. Coming into the line, LBA Czechos, and is gonna do only a 35.0, 5/10 lower than Thales. What a domination by Thales this time, I will have to say. 5/10 faster than guy on P2, LBA Czechos. Total domination by Red Bull by now. Well, by Thales. He has his teammate Dundee on P3. Janne now coming into the line, goes up into third place with 35.0, still 5/10 behind Thales. So 3 minutes to go, Thales leads 5/10 ahead of LBA Czechos. We are gonna go into the gap. Yeah, it's a bit more than 5/10, not much, but yeah, 5/10 I'll say, from Thales to the rest of the grid. I think no one is currently on a flying lap right now. Well, Carlos has just started his new flying lap, I guess, or just finished his flying lap into P8. IOR will manage to stay in 7th place with those medium tires, but now he's trying to go for his final run, this time on the soft set of tires. He's 1.3 seconds behind Thales. I don't think he can manage to match Thales' time, to be honest, but can well try and get close to Janne and LBA Czechos maybe. I think Czechos can improve. I think he made some mistakes in that Sector 3 in his final lap he did. So there is Thales coming out of the pit lane for his final run. LBA Checo still not coming out. Vesely is as well out already, and Bialo, who is just about to start his final flying lap, he is gonna go on the still not trying to push. Janne has retired from the session. He's not gonna try and do a new lap anymore. And here we're gonna go on board with IOR Will. He started his final flying lap. Coming into Sector 1, he is gonna improve 1/10 his previous time. That wouldn't even be enough to put him in P5, I think. Yeah, no, it wouldn't. Have to see the rest of his lap. Coming into the long DRS straight. Gonna go into the chicane really soon. Taking a bit of the inside curb. Again into the exit corner. He's gonna go all the way over the curb. Again going almost over the blue line, but now he's gonna go by the inside a bit. There is his teammate LBA Checos, 4/10 up. IOR Will in Sector 2, improving 4/10. That would be enough to place him in P5, I think, but now here comes the final sector. Let's see what place will finally IOR Will manage to complete in this qualifying. Might be a big help for his teammate LBA Checos. We might see a Red Bull Ferrari battle here. I'm thinking about it. Here comes IOR Will into the final corner. The Red Bull of Thales is just ahead of him on his out lap. IOR Will goes 5th fastest, not able to improve any more than that. Dundee has invalidated his lap. Not sure if he's gonna be able to start a new... No, he is on his out lap, I'm sorry. And I think Jansu has crashed out of the exit of the corner. Yeah, he has crashed out. LBA Checos not improving at the moment. 40 times lower in Sector 1. Now his teammate IOR Will is gonna help him with this slipstream. There it goes. This is gonna work for the two of them. It's working right now. IOR Will giving a bit of slipstream there for LBA Checos. He's definitely gonna need it if he wants to try and defeat Thales today. Thales coming into Sector 2, and it's gonna be 1/10 lower, also not improving his time. LBA Checos into Sector 2. Is he improving anything? No, he's only improving 50 thousandths of a second. This slipstream didn't really help him. But now it will all depend in this final sector, where he made a lot of mistakes, I think, in his previous lap. Thales has invalidated his lap. He's not going to be improving anymore in this session. You'll have to see what LBA Checos can do now. Dundee is going to come into the finish line as well. No, he's invalidated too. We have IOR Will and LBA Checos now. Final two corners for him. Is he managing to be on pole position today? He's just gonna stay in second place. And it's LBA Checos, improves 3/10, but not enough. It's gonna be Thales who is gonna be in pole position today. So we have Red Bull on P1, Ferrari on P2, then we have Janne splitting the rest of the team. We have Dundee on P4 and IOR Will on P5, so kind of could be a Red Bull versus Ferrari race, and well, Janne, the championship leader, is splitting the two of them. Well, we have a really interesting race coming forward to us. Well, Thales is gonna start on pole position by 2 tenths ahead of LBA Checos. It's not a big gap, I have to say. So I think the race should be close. We're gonna have a really fun race to watch today. And we are about to start this Abu Dhabi Grand Prix. We know Thales is on pole. We have LBA Checo starting on second place, Yane on third, Dondi on P4 and IOR Will on P5. It's going to be a team race, I think, between Red Bull and Ferrari. Yane as well is going to be in the middle of them, messing a bit things up for them. And well, we can't forget about Bialo, who starts on P6, and we know he is possibly the best race starter in this league, so might give us a surprise into turn 1. Okay, we are 10 seconds to start in this Abu Dhabi Grand Prix. We are gonna get going, and 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, let's go. We are coming into the formation lap now. We are gonna check the strategies from the drivers out of the top 10, which, well, in this case haven't shown really the pace. Well, it's Magnum and Bossman on the soft tires, and it's gonna be Stanley and Jansu, the both Mercedes, on the mediums. Well, I'm gonna talk a bit about the strategy here, and I believe the best strategy in this track is a soft, medium, soft. I think the fresher tires are really powerful around here in Abu Dhabi, so I think a soft medium wouldn't be the best strategy to try and do. I think the degradation is a bit high here in Abu Dhabi, or at least the fresher tires make a really big difference. So possibly that's the strategy we're gonna see by Thales, for example, by Checos as well, the top drivers today in this race. And drivers are getting ready to start this Abu Dhabi Grand Prix, and I think it's going to be really fun. I really hope for no safety cars in this race, and really clean moves by these drivers, as it's really close grid today. So it's going to be fun, and also on the same strategies we can see pure battle on track. So drivers are taking their spots in the grid, and we are ready to go for the Abu Dhabi Grand Prix. And it's lights out and away we go. Thales gets a really good start. Yanni, I think, has got a better start than LBA Checo, but LBA Checo has the inside line. He's gonna keep into his second place. Yanni has to go a bit wide there. LBA Checo's managed to hold into the second place. Dundee is attacking Yanni now because he had to go off the track. Bialo and Will are fighting for P5 right now. And, well, Nick Fifa's made a place on his teammate. Have Bossman, who has made 2 places, and there goes Dundee down the inside of Yanni, gets the move done. Dundee into P3, but he makes a bit of a mistake out of the exit of the corner. Yanni is now gonna have this lift room and he's gonna try to retake the place from Dundee. He's gonna go, by the way, by the inside. Side by side going the 2 cars. Dundee is ahead, but Yanni has the inside line. Who's gonna stay ahead? Is gonna be Yanni, it's gonna be Dundee. Dundee takes the outside. They made a bit of contact. No, they don't. Dundee stays cleanly ahead and now can be there to help his teammate Thales. Thales has done a really clean start. LBA Checos is pushing now to try and catch him, but unable to do it. IOR Will is gonna hold into the train. Bialo as well, Nick FIFA, Joseph Vesely. No one has lost the DRS yet. So I was saying it's gonna be a really close race to watch today. Bialo goes a bit wide off the track. Thales leads the way into lap 1. LBA Checo 6 tenths behind. Thales is starting to build a bit of a gap there. We'll see if he can pull away from LBA Checo before the DRS is enabled. Dundee, by the way, is about to lose the DRS as well from LBA Checos. I'm really happy that it has been a really clean start, and by the way, I'm happy as well that everyone is in the DRS range right now. It's a so close race to watch today. No one is really trying to attack. At the moment we have a yellow flag on the sector 1, and that's Stanley who is round. Stanley Round is rejoining the track. I'm not sure if he made contact with his teammate there. Well, that would be really unfortunate for him. And LBA Checos is now having an attack on Thales down the inside. Thales is not using his ERS, but LBA Checos has deployed it all. And LBA Checos takes the lead of the race. Is Thales gonna try and counter-attack now into this straight? Is he gonna wait for the DRS? Thales is now deploying a bit of his ERS, but no, he's gonna wait. LBA Checos has no more ERS, he has used it all in this lap. This is gonna cost Thales a bit of time, but he can easily retake the place. In next lap, IOR Will sends the move down the inside of Yanni and takes the place. Now it is a Ferrari and Red Bull 1 to 4th place, and as I was saying, this is now turned into a team race. Red Bull versus Ferrari. Get your popcorn ready and enjoy who is gonna be the best team today. LBA Checos leads the way into lap 2, but now DRS is gonna be enabled. Thales, I think, will easily retake the lead with the full ERS he has now, while LBA Checos has used absolutely all of his ERS. Dundee, by the way, will also be in position of attacking, but no, I have to retrack myself. He doesn't have too much of ERS. Yanni, by the opposite, is gonna try and re-attack IOR Will into the next straight. IOR Will hasn't managed to catch the DRS of the leaders. Now here goes Thales, and he's gonna try and retake the lead of the race into this straight, or is he gonna wait into the next one? LBA Checo's gonna go down the inside and try to defend. Magnum Gelato is trying to battle against Nick FIFA there for P8 of the race, but we have to focus in the battle for the lead of the race. Thales on this slipstream of LBA Checos. He's gonna send the move down the inside. No, he won't. He's gonna wait. He is gonna wait. Yanni is also waiting for the next straight to try and attack IOR Will, who's also out of ERS. There goes Thales, using now his ERS, gonna go all the way by the outside, and Thales retakes the lead of the race in lap 3. Yanni, by the way, couldn't manage to re-overtake IOR Will. IOR Will is gonna hold into his place, and now he's really close to catching Dundee for DRS to have a yellow flag on sector 2 and sector 3. That is Magnum Gelato, who is off the track. So unlucky by Magnum there. I think thankfully he has not damaged, but there is no visible damage. Thales is now pulled 1 second away from LBA Checos. He's completely dominating. Now we have a yellow flag on sector 3. What is it this time? That's Nick FIFA. Nick FIFA is off now. 1.1 second gap between Thales and LBA Checos. Oh, and Thales is spun! Thales is spun on his own and is out of the race! What was that? Well, that is gonna be a big impact on the race. Spinner on his own, and he's taken himself out of the Abu Dhabi Grand Prix. And I have to ask, how is that not a safety car? Well, that was really unlucky. He had more than a second gap. He was completely dominating the race, and now this happens. Well, it's definitely gonna go into the books of when drivers lead and crash on their own. Well, we've had some cases in last F1 seasons of drivers leading, crashing on their own. There goes Dundee, who is now gonna take the lead of the race. Dundee leads now. He's saving Red Bull. Dundee takes the lead from LBA Checos. Janne has, by the way, also retaken place from IOR Wheel. Coming into lap 5, and now Dundee leads 4 tenths ahead of LBA Checos, the two of them with not too much ERS. Janne has the better load of ERS at the moment. He's in a really good position of the race right now. I actually have to say it's an open battle between the top 5. Dundee, Checos, Janne, IOR Wheel and Bialo are in really good positions. Any of these 5 can win this race. Bossman has come into the pit lane to change for new soft tires. Stanley is going to pick the first penalty of the race, a 3-second time penalty. And well, Joseph Vesely almost 6 seconds behind the leaders. Janne has now got past LBA Checos. Janne is taking the position from LBA Checos, but he's gonna try and go all the way by the outside. Who's gonna stay ahead here? They made a bit of contact there, and IOR Wheel now gets past Janne. IOR Wheel is ahead of Janne. I think that was a bit of a move to the limit there by the two drivers, LBA Checos and Janne. Now IOR Wheel has to defend really hard from Janne there. And Bialo is also attacking now Janne. Janne has lost a lot there. Dundee is almost pulled away. 1 second ahead of LBA Checos, but no, LBA Checos is now closing the gap. He got really close into 3 tenths behind. IOR Wheel has lost also the pace with the top 2. What a race we're having at the moment. It's really exciting between these top 5. Our 5 warriors in this Abu Dhabi Grand Prix. LBA Checos on the slipstream completely of Dundee. Dundee now gonna have to work on his own after Thales DNF. But I don't think he can do much against LBA Checos, who is just on the back of him. Janne is now getting past IOR Wheel, and Bialo is going to have a good run on the two of them. Bialo is going to get a really good run. He has full ERS. IOR Wheel can't do anything. They are going really close. IOR Wheel and Janne. Bialo is attacking really hard. Now he's going to go down the inside of IOR Wheel and takes the place, and now is really close to make a bit of contact with Janne, makes a bit of contact with IOR Wheel as well. IOR Wheel and Bialo made a bit of contact again, and well, the two of them have lost time to Janne this time. But Bialo with the really good amount of ERS is now closing fast. We have a battle here between Callas and Joseph Vesely. Callas has to cut the corner there. We're gonna leave the space, but who's gonna stay ahead? It's Callas who stays ahead now. Well, this is the battle for 6th place of the race. Bialo is now catching back to Janne, 1.0 second behind. Janne has not managed to catch back with the top 2. Now he has. He is now 8 tenths behind Dundee, and he's back in the DRS train, but of course that cost him some ERS. He had a really good amount of ERS before, now he doesn't have, and Will is coming into the pit lane for the undercut. Did he had any wing damage? I think he didn't had, and well, it's gonna be a very powerful undercut there by the Ferrari driver. Is Bialo now gonna catch into the DRS? No, he won't. Thales has left the lobby now. Well, I shouldn't have even said that. Thales was already out of the race, but well. LBA Checos is now ahead of Dundee. Yane is closing into Dundee now. Bialo is lost in pace now to the 3 leaders. He's just sitting there waiting for something to happen, or he just doesn't have pace. Well, for some reason the top guys, well, no, they have the option to pit now, but they will be undercutted, but will possibly. Bialo has lost the pace completely on this race, 1.7 seconds behind, or he's just waiting for something. Some of the leaders coming into the pit lane. Yeah, LBA Checos is in the pit lane. Yane as well is in the pit lane. Dundee has stayed out. Bialo as well stays out in this race. Well, we have to check the tires now. LBA Checos and Yane are on the medium set of tires, and we have a yellow flag. Bialo's out of the race. Bialo's crashed in the same place Thales crashed, and it's a Bertel safety car, which is not gonna really help anyone, I think. Well, only a Bertel safety car for that. It's already 2 drivers that have been taken out in that corner. Well, that's really unfortunate for the 2 of them. I mean, Thales and Bialo were doing a really good race, especially Thales pulling away on the start of the race, and well, now this happens to Bialo as well. Finally, it's gonna be a battle between Dundee, Yane, and the 2 Ferrari drivers, so this is gonna be really good points for the Ferrari team. It's also going to be really good points for Yane, as most of his championship rivals are being taken out of this race. Well, Thales is out now. Bialo is out. And Dundee gets a drive-through penalty for spinning under the Bertel safety car. I mean, the leaders are getting killed in this race. This is crazy. It's definitely going to be the craziest race till now in all this season. Now who is going to be the Bertel leader? It's going to be LBA Checos. Dundee's also got killed now. Well, a safety car can for sure save him later, but well, he had a really comfortable lead. He's now gonna come in and serve the drive to know he's gonna stay out. Doesn't have anything to lose there. What is going on here? What is going on here? Well, now it's turned out that it's a battle between the 2 Ferraris and Yane, and I hope one of these 3 don't get taken out soon, because it's what's been happening throughout this race. Leaders, guys fighting for the win, are being taken out for some unexplainable reason. Well, I think Dundee's gonna try and go for an alternative strategy now that he has nothing to lose, and Dundee's now gonna miss the breaking point massive. No, that's a glitch of the game, sorry. Well, what a race, I have to say. I have no words to describe what I'm seeing. Dundee is now fighting against Jansu. He's coming to serve his drive-through penalty. He is still, well, no, now it's Magnum actually who's barely leading this race. Now fighting against Jansu for second of the race. And well, now it's gonna be really interesting to see what happens next. Jane is just a bit behind him. Jane has got past LBA Checos too. So well, Dundee may try and make that one-stop work. Jansu is now gonna get passed by two Ferrari drivers. No, sorry, Jane is now gonna get passed by LBA Checos. Magnum or Gelato could also win this race, by the way, if he tries to make it one stop. Why not? Well, let's see how Dundee will play now. I think that my interesting thing could do, well, Jansu is coming into the pit lane now. He's now gonna have to defend really hard against the two Ferrari drivers in Jane as well. Jane is got passed by the two Ferrari guys. Well, it could well end being a Ferrari 1-2 today. Dundee is 9 tenths ahead of LBA Checos. Here comes LBA Checos, 8 tenths behind Dundee, but with much fresher tires. I don't think Dundee can do much here, but well, he's gonna try and give his best out on track there. A safety car at this moment would of course save him. There's a yellow flag, that is Jansu, who has spun. Oh, and he collects someone else. He collects Stally, I think. Both Mercedes are out, and safety car. Safety car has saved Dundee now, and well, I think that was kinda weird thing going on there with the Mercedes drivers. This race couldn't got any worse. The safety car. Magnum is actually gonna be in the lead of the race now with this. I don't know what was that, but okay, okay. What are my eyes seeing today? Well, Magnum is coming in, gonna switch for the medium tires. Actually, LBA Checo staying out. LBA Checo staying out on older tires. What is this race? What is this race, to be honest? What is this? Well, LBA Checos is leading the race now with 3-lap old medium tires. He has Vesely, Callas between him, well, with 3-lap old medium tires. Then we have Magnum on P4, Venturi on P5, Dundee on P6, Jane on P7, Will on P8, Nick FIFA is with the hard tires, gonna try and go to the end of the race. Well, it's definitely gonna be one of the craziest races I've ever seen in IOR. Well, safety car should be going out on this lap. LBA Checos is gonna be leading, and actually only him and Callas have stayed out. So yeah, it's gonna be something interesting to watch now. What can Dundee do? I think he's in the better position now with those fresh medium tires. He's shown more pace than Magnum throughout the race, so but well, we know that it's not too easy to overtake as well. So if LBA Checos manage to keep the train there, it's gonna definitely be an interesting end of this race, and I really hope for a normal ending of this race as well, not complete madness. We already have Bialo, Thales, Stanley and Jansu out, 4 drivers. We have 10 more to go in this race. The Ferraris and the Alpines are the only teams that has managed to survive under fullness. And we get going. No, he hasn't pulled away yet. He's gonna wait to the line, or is he gonna go now? He's gone now. We get going in Abu Dhabi, lap 14 of the race. LBA Checos with 4 lap older tires than his rivals. Joseph Vesely getting past Nick FIFA. No, he's letting him by. Great teamwork there by the Alpine team, letting the guy on the better conditions go past for this part of the race. Callas is really close to LBA Checos. Well, LBA Checos has never won a race in IOR. Callas has won some months ago in the Italian Grand Prix. So, well, some people here fighting for maybe their first win. Also, Magnum Gelato has never won a race in IOR. Could well be fighting for his first win today as well. Dundee has won, but only in Mini Cup. He hasn't won in Saturday Championship. Now he's fighting against Yane for P4 of the race. They are on equal condition of tires. Callas made a mistake there. Callas has made a mistake, gone a bit wide, and Magnum is gonna get passed by the outside. He's gonna get a better run on Callas, and yeah, gets the move done, and up into P2 goes Magnum. Now he's gonna try and go chase LBA Checos as well. Here goes Dundee, and he's gonna make a bit of contact with Callas. Yeah, a bit, but managed to keep it clean, the 2 drivers. Dundee is now trying down the inside, but no way past there. Callas stays ahead. LBA Checos is 1 second ahead of Magnum, down with Magnum on a bit fresher tires, have the pace to match against him. Dundee sends a dive on Callas now. I think he's a bit desperate there. They're gonna make a bit of contact, but Callas will manage to stay ahead. No, he won't. Dundee is ahead. Went really aggressive on the Alfa Romeo driver there. Now Jan is gonna try and do the same as well. He managed to get past Callas. And Magnum is actually getting close into LBA Checos. LBA Checos on a bit older tires is not showing really good pace right now. Magnum is catching. Dundee is trying to catch Magnum as well. And Callas is spun round, and he needs to make sure to rejoin the track safely. And he does, but really unfortunate to lose all those places. Down into P10 of the race. Well, if Magnum wins, as the race had a totally different protagonist, it's gonna be a really good surprise for the league. It's gonna be his first ever win. Now he's battling against, well, another Italian driver, LBA Checos, who has never won a race in IOR. The difference is that LBA Checos has been trying for more time than Magnum has. Been trying to win a race in IOR. Now Yane is gonna battle against Dundee for P3 on the race. Dundee is not showing really the pace at the moment. It's not closing into Magnum by now. And DRS is going to be enabled in the next lap we start. LBA Checos lead 6 tenths ahead of Magnum. Magnum is getting really close to the Ferrari driver, but at the moment seems that Dundee is the driver with the better pace of all these guys. Dundee sets now the fastest lap. He's been pushing really hard. Magnum still has a bit more of ERS than Dundee has. Janne is not been pushing as much as Dundee, but he's not stayed in the DRS range. LBA Checos is not going to be able to pull away from the DRS range of Magnum Ergelato. Is Dundee going to manage to catch the DRS of Magnum? Yes, he will. He's going to catch just by a bit. No, he may not have catched. We are going to find out now. And has Dundee got or not got DRS? No, he hasn't. Magnum has got DRS. And Magnum is now going to start shortening the gap to LBA Checos. He's going to try and take the lead of the race. LBA Checos doesn't have any more ERS. Magnum is going to wait into the next straight. Dundee's lost a lot of pace there against Magnum and LBA Checos. Magnum's DRS really helped a lot. Now I think there's nothing really LBA Checos can do against this move of the other Italian driver. And it's Magnum who takes the lead of the Abu Dhabi Grand Prix. What a move there by Magnum Ergelato till this point. Definitely is going to be my driver of the day. And today, if the race continues like this, if he managed to win, of course I'm giving driver of the day to this guy. Now LBA Checos has started to lose a bit of pace to Magnum. Dundee is now gonna get close to LBA Checos. And once again, everyone is in the DRS train as it was in the start. Magnum has already pulled a second ahead of LBA Checos. No, he hasn't. LBA Checos managed to close again, but of course I think Magnum and the fresher tire is gonna pull away again. Yellow flag on sector 3, that is Untitled Round, I think. Yes, it is. LBA Checos trying to catch Magnum once again. I don't think it's gonna be that easy for him to do. Well, LBA Checos is now gonna have the DRS against Magnum Ergelato, but of course LBA Checos has no ERS. Magnum does have plenty much ERS than LBA Checos does have. Dundee also doesn't have ERS. Janne has a bit of a ERS there, and well, Will of course as well doing really good management there. So it's again a really good train battle for the lead of the race. Magnum has made a bit of a mistake there, I think. No, he hasn't. He's managed to get a really good exit out of the corner. And it's Janne now who's trying to attack Dundee. He's trying to get the move done. Unable to do it yet. Tried to deploy a bit of his ERS there. Joseph Vesely unfortunately got a penalty there. A 3-second time penalty for Joseph Vesely. And LBA Checos is keeping the gap to Magnum Ergelato, who now has a 5-10 lead against LBA Checos. Again, as I was saying, everyone is keeping the train. Janne is still trying to attack Dundee for that third place of the race. I think any of these guys can win, any of the top 5. I would say Joseph Vesely as well, but with the penalty it won't be possible, unfortunately. Callas is coming into the pit lane. Dundee again is not getting the better exit out of the corner, I think. Janne could try and attack now. He's 2/10 behind only. Dundee's light is flashing, but as well, Janne also is out of ERS. Dundee's gonna cover all the inside. Who's gonna stay ahead into the next corner? It's gonna be the same move of in previous lap. Dundee stays ahead. They made a bit of contact there, and IOR Will is now gonna have a look on Janne. IOR will have a look on the inside of Janne. Sends a move down the inside, and they made a bit of contact there, but Janne stays ahead. Janne managed to stay ahead of IOR Will. And we have 10 more laps to go, and IOR Will has picked a 3-second time penalty. Janne is losing pace against Dundee, and Vesely and IOR Will I think are having a really stock fight there for P5. Janne is lost a lot of pace against Dundee now. He's 1.5 seconds behind. Now he's gonna, IOR is gonna be all the way on his back. It's turned to be into a three-way battle for the lead at this point of the race. I think Dundee has the better pace of the three of them, but LBA Checos is in the middle of the three guys. He's now trying to attack Magnum Gelato. Magnum Gelato's not trying to defend his move. LBA Checos is gonna get past. No, he won't. Magnum stays ahead. Magnum managed to stay ahead in the lead of the race, but he's got a good exit out of the corner. He's now going to try and deploy all the ERS he can, but LBA Checos is all the way on the inside. He's going to retake the lead after a lot of laps. LBA Checos retakes the lead of the Abu Dhabi Grand Prix. Great move there by LBA Checos after a lot of laps. And now all these guys are, well, have used a lot of ERS. Dundee is in the better conditions of the... No, Magnum is in the better conditions of the three of them. This might help Janne to catch the pack once again. And LBA Checos leads 6 tenths ahead of Magnum Gelato. Now he's starting to pull a bit away from Magnum, and Dundee is trying to get close into Magnum as well. Three-way battle for the lead, but Janne is closing back. Janne is closing again into the three leaders. 1.2 seconds is the gap. Here we have the battle for fourth place of the race. There goes IOR will down the inside of Janne. That was a really close move, but IOR will manage to stay ahead of Janne, well, to get past Janne. But, well, with the 3-second penalty, he's gonna end behind anyway, so... Well, then the battle continues in lap 21. There's actually not been too many changes here. We keep following the same train. LBA Checos leads some tenths ahead of Magnum Gelato. Magnum Gelato on fresher tires, still trying to attack, but has to defend from Dundee as well. And there he goes, trying to get past LBA Checos once again. Magnum retakes the lead of the Abu Dhabi Grand Prix. These Italian guys keep switching places, and it's Magnum who is ahead this time. Well, Magnum is really close to leaving LBA Checos out of DRS range. Not what happened. LBA Checos managed to stay in the DRS gap. 9 tenths behind Magnum Ergelato. He is gonna stay. I'm gonna check how drivers on the midfield going. Joseph Vesely gets another 3-second time penalty where actually not much to check. There's no battles outside of the top 4, I have to say, top 5 or top 6. Magnum still ahead on this race, 6 tenths in front of LBA Checos. And I don't know what's happened to Jan. I'm not sure if he maybe has minor damage, but he's losing a lot of time to the drivers ahead, or if his tires are just dead or something. But I can't explain the reason why Jan is losing so much pace to the top 3, to top 4 I have to say right now. Will is also involved in that fight. Five laps to go in the Abu Dhabi Grand Prix. Magnum leads in lap 24. LBA Checos is really close to him, as it's been through all this last part of the race. But is he gonna try to get the move done into this lap? And by the way, his tires are 15 laps old. I wonder if they're gonna start showing serious degradation in the final 5 laps of this race. LBA Checos is now gonna try and go for the move on Magnum Ergelato. DRS open. He's not even trying to use his DRS, but is Magnum gonna try and defend this one? Yes, he's gonna break the latest by the outside. He's not gonna get a good exit out of the corner though, Magnum Ergelato. But LBA Checos also, because of the bad exit of Magnum, doesn't get a good exit as well, but he has the DRS. Still trying to attack, but I think it's not gonna be enough for him to make the move here. Yes, he's gonna have to stay behind. Magnum stays ahead of LBA Checos for one more lap. And once again we are going to come into the DRS straight. It's Magnum leading 5/10 ahead of LBA Checos. Dundee got really close to Checos this time. Dundee's been saving his ERS, he's saving it for a final attack. Is he gonna make it work or not? Now is he gonna try and use it? No, he's gonna wait for one more lap. LBA Checos is deploying his ERS on Magnum now. By the way, Dundee is a really strong candidate to win this race as it's going. If he managed to keep saving his ERS this way, and managed to get past the two of them in the final 3 laps, it would be something really interesting to see. And now LBA Checos got a really good exit out of the corner. He is, for some reason, he's not got the ERS. No, he's had the ERS, I'm sorry. I'm really sorry for that. Dundee is really close. These top 3 are in less than a second, the 3 of them. So anything can happen. I think any of these 3 can be our race winner today. Possibly it won't be someone else. Will has that 3-second time penalty. Then we have Janne, who is not going fast at the moment. He's 2.5 seconds behind, really close to also end up losing the place with Will because of the penalty. Coming into the final 3 laps of the race, and the battle is getting much closer than it was before. Dundee is doing a really good job saving his CRS. Will's also managed to save it a bit, but it's Dundee the one who saved the most. And well, LBA Checos tires are starting to drop a bit right now. Maybe because Dundee is really getting close into him in all this first sector of the race. But now LBA Checos gets closer into Magnum Ergelato, so he's going to have the DRS to defend. 3 more laps to go in the Abu Dhabi Grand Prix. Any of these 3 can end up winning the race. I think Dundee is the one in the better position of them in terms of pace and tires, but he is the one who is last in the train at the moment. Magnum has the position advantage, but possibly the one of the 3 guys that has the less pace without considering the tires of them. And well, here we have 3-way battle for the lead. Who's gonna stay ahead now? Is it gonna be LBA Checos? Is it gonna be Magnum Ergelato? It's Magnum who stays ahead. Really tough fight here for the lead. And it's LBA Checos takes the lead of the race, but it's Magnum now stays in second place. That was really close between the 3 leaders. Checos retakes the lead, but it's Magnum now who's going to be able to send an attack with fresher tires into the final 2 laps of the race. Dundee, with all the ERS is saved, tried a move on the 2 leaders, didn't work. Now he has 2 more laps to try again. Coming once again into this sector 1, and Magnum Ergelato is 5/10 behind LBA Checos. He will need to get the move done soon if he doesn't want to get overtaken by Dundee. LBA Checos is gonna start whipping a bit, cut the slipstream. That's what he needs to do, and Dundee is not trying to attack yet. He's trying to attack a bit there. Who is gonna stay ahead into the next corner? Dundee is gonna try and send the move by the outside, and makes a bit of a mistake there, I think. No, managed to save the car at the end. Magnum Ergelato's now got the DRS. Is he gonna get past LBA Checos in this lap? Is he gonna wait for the next lap? He is gonna go and get past LBA Checos in this lap, and LBA Checos gets a 3-second time penalty for corner cutting, and they make contact! The 2 leaders made contact, and Dundee's through! What a mess, that end of the race, and that is gonna be a heartbreak for Magnum Ergelato, who was playing an excellent race to this point. That was really unlucky for Magnum. What a magnificent race from this guy, but so unlucky in the end. I will have to see that incident again. I really don't know who was at fault, but I really have to recognize the excellent job Magnum did there. What a race from Magnum, I have to say. Definitely is going to be my driver of the day today. Played absolutely perfect there. Nothing, I think, I'm not sure if he was at fault in the incident, but I mean, he fought hard, and yeah, sad moment for him. Really sad moment. And we are coming into the final lap of the race. Dundee is leading now. and will of course win the race. Yanez got past LBA Checos now. LBA Checos might have got wing damage. Not sure, but might get overtaken by Joseph Vesely as well. I don't know what happened there. To be honest, I'll have to see the incident again. Dundee has really good pace, is now deploying all of his CRS, and he is finally going to be our winner from this Abu Dhabi Grand Prix. And Yanez is going to manage to finish in second place and keep extending even more his championship lead. Yanez looking really good to take the championship this season as it's going. All the fast guys having a lot of problems. Yanez keeping really consistent throughout this season. Till now, he's not ended a race. He has P3 from first race. He has a P1 from second race. And well, IOR Will is now attacking Dundee for the lead of the race. And here we are on board with Dundee, who is finally, after a really long time, gonna take his first ever win in IOR F1, not Mini Cup, who has already 2 wins, but here goes Dundee into the final corner, first win of the season for him. He's gonna celebrate, of course, and there he goes. Dundee wins the Abu Dhabi Grand Prix. Will is gonna finish on 3rd place because Yanez on penalties is gonna finish 2nd. Joseph Vesely, LBA Checos finishes on 4th. Joseph Vesely on P5, Bossman will take P6, I think, or maybe Magnum managed to take the place on him. There goes Magnum Ergelato, which I have to say personally is my driver of the day, coming into the line and is gonna end the race in 6th place ahead of Bossman. Nick FIFA will take 8 of the race with another penalty, Callas P9 and Tunturi on P10. So it was a really chaotic race, I have to say. Extremely chaotic race. Well, and Dundee didn't need finally to make the move, just the 2 leaders collided, end up out, and Dundee is your winner from round 3 of IOR Season 4. And well, we are gonna play the national anthem, the Hungarian national anthem for Dundee, our race winner. And of course then we will go with the interviews. Well, that were the anthems for Dundee, our winner, the Hungarian anthem, and the Austrian anthem for Red Bull team. We had 3 different winners in the first 3 races of this season, which is really nice to see. And we will go now with the interviews, of course, gonna get the guys in the party chat. Hi? Yeah, I can hear you, of course. Well, that was a crazy race. What else I can say? Everyone was making mistakes. Oh. Did you saw what happened? But do you know who was at fault, or do you think who was at fault? We'll have to see the report anyway. We'll see it with Dino and Clint and see what they think. Oh, it was really fun, but I don't know. People were making mistakes at every point, and so I was expecting for like a close race from the start without this accident, but then we have this Thales spinning. Was really unlucky, and then we have the Dundee getting the drive-through penalty, Bialo also crashing out. So yeah, all that stuff. Okay, as we are all in the party chat, we are gonna start with the interviews, and of course I'm gonna start with Dundee, our race winner from Abu Dhabi Grand Prix. So congratulations on finally getting your first win in the F1 Championship. We know you already had 2 wins from Minicup, but this is actually your first ever win in the Saturday Championship. So congratulations for that. And what I'm gonna start is, well, I'm gonna start with the bad part. What happened exactly with the drive-through penalty? I mean, were you distracted or just like trying to get a really good restart and just messed up? Then, well, next question is what gonna be for that final part of the race. I mean, you were really making really aggressive moves. I think you did a really aggressive move on Callas on the start of Sector 3, I think. And yeah, continue. Then I'm gonna ask about what was your strategy for that final part of the race. I mean, you were in the train with Magnum and LBA Checos, and you were saving your ERS, so you were just waiting there for the final lap to get past the 2 of them. I mean, you know, we all know they crashed, but what was your original strategy to win the race? And well, finally, I'm gonna ask the question. Well, what happened with Yane? I think there's an incident. I was reading a bit of the chat, so I wanna ask about that. Okay, well, I think that's all my questions for this interview's Dundee. So, well, congratulations on your win. It's gonna pull you up in the no problem. Clown is gonna pull you up a lot in the championship, being our third different winner of the season. Well, in case you don't get a penalty for what happened with Yane, well, we'll see. Okay, now I'm gonna go with Yane, our man on second place, once again returning into the podium. Hasn't finished our single race out of the podium in this season. So, well, I'm gonna ask first, what happened with Dundee, and now that we are talking about that? Okay, so well, that was the explanation of why you were losing so much pace. But anyway, you've managed to make it into second place, so which is really good. And well, what can okay, of course. And you did a really good job. I mean, holding that gap with IOR Will, keeping it less than 3 seconds. Well, and what may I ask, how would it feel like racing on your own? You didn't have a teammate today. You had to fight against the two Red Bulls and the two Ferraris, who were split uh, with you in the grid. Well, to be honest, I think I don't have many more questions to ask, so thank you for your time, Jan, and well, congratulations for another podium on this season. That's gonna be the third consecutive one, and you're gonna extend even more your championship lead. And now I'm gonna finish the interviews with IOR Will. So congratulations on a recovery from what happened last weekend. You are getting your second podium of the season after a really unfortunate race in Jeddah. So, well, I'm gonna talk about your team strategy. What was your strategy with LBA Chekhov throughout this race? I mean, you had to race. He was faster than you in qualifying. You had to race against the Red Bulls in team. Looked like on the start of the race. So, what plans were you having? The strategies and all that stuff. Yeah, pull away, which he was doing at I think before he spun. Yeah. Well, and my next question is gonna be, well, about the penalty. How exactly did you get the penalty? Okay, and well, we'll see what Stuart think about it. So, yeah, I think that will be all of my questions for today. You managed to finish the race ahead of your teammate, even when he was faster than you, I think, through most part of the race. So, I think it was still unlucky for the Ferrari team. It could be a better result as a team, but it was finally a better result for you. So, maybe if things get all together, you could even end up winning the race if maybe Dundee get a penalty and you get your penalty removed. Well, we'll see what Stuart think about it. But what I'm gonna talk about now is about next weekend race, which is gonna be at Portimao. So how are you preparing for that? I remember that terrible race you had from past season where you were involved like in 7 incidents. So how are you looking forward to it this time? Okay, well, thank you for your time, Will, and congratulations for another podium in this season. And well, you're getting close once again into the championship fight, which is at the moment. Well, you know, the really fast guys, Rick and Cucumber, have missed this race, and they were gonna lose a lot of points. We'll see how the next 10 races go. So, well, that's gonna be everything for today, guys. So we'll meet back next weekend for the Portuguese Grand Prix round 4 of IOR Season 4. So thanks to all the drivers for participating in this race. I know the assistance wasn't the best, but I think it was a really enjoyable race. We'll look into getting a full grid once again for the next weekend, and once again returning to our usual full qualifying, which is the main in this season. So see you everyone next weekend. Goodbye.